Good morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming Nathan Lenzini for this morning's announcements.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, January 19th, and it's a green day. Attention international students. Any student wanting to take the February 11th TOEFL must register by 3 p.m. tomorrow. A link to register for the February TOEFL has been sent to your STJ Labs email. See Mrs. McCaffrey with any questions. The Governor's Institute of Vermont application is now live. GIV offers a variety of immersive, residential summer learning opportunities hosted at college campuses all over the state. Programs being offered this year are the arts, engineering, entrepreneurship, environmental science, global issues and youth action, health and medicine, mathematical sciences, and technology and design. Stop by the guidance office if you would like more info. Asian Cultural Club members, exciting news! The weekend is going to be the Lunar New Year, which is the year of rabbits. The club has already prepared a lot of activities for everyone to participate in, and we are planning to continue writing red couplets with all wishes today. Come to Mr. Rice room at 3:30. No experience is necessary. We are excited to celebrate the upcoming Lunar New Year with you all. Happy New Year. For all those who expressed interest in the Tahoe trip, please check your STJ Labs email for an email from Mr. Holden and reply as soon as possible. Science Olympiad is meeting today in Streeter 241 from 3:30 to 4:30. Inspiring Girls Expeditions organizes 2-week wilderness trips that merge field science, art, and backcountry travel. Applications to participate are being accepted until January 30th. Opportunities are open to cisgender girls and transgender, agender, two-spirit, non-binary, intersex, and genderqueer youth ages 16 to 18. Expeditions will be in places like the Canadian Arctic Circle, Alaska, western U.S. mountain ranges, and mountainous regions in Europe and New Zealand. Contact Mr. Eckel at his St. J. Labs email or stop by Streeter 241 for links and information. Robotics Club will be meeting every day this week from 3:30 until 5 p.m. in Streeter 230. Happy birthday today to Brody Gordon, Ethan Spence, and Ms. Huntington. Happy birthday. Today in sports, we'll have JVB boys basketball at BFA St. Albans at 5. Please dismiss the team at 1:45. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Nathan. We do have a few late announcements. The boys varsity Nordic team cruised to a decisive victory over 5 schools yesterday at their home meet at the Craftsbury Outdoor Center. The Hilltopper boys were led by Charlie Krebs, Sisu Lang, Nick Reed, and Nathan Lenzini, who finished 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place, respectively. Close behind were strong performances by Crane Davis, who finished 8th, and Isaac Lenzini, who finished in 12th place overall. The varsity girls finished in the 2nd place overall against a very strong team from Burlington High School. Ruth Krebs, Siri Jolliffe, Ava Purdy, and Mary Fowler finished 4th, 8th, 9th, and 10th overall. They were followed closely by 9th grader Anya Moriarty, 13th place finish in her first varsity race, and Maren Giese, Maddie Blanchard, and Siri Dunn. Both JV teams won their respective races. The boys were led by 9th graders Levi Breton, Lyndon Vanderlind, and Donnelly Johnson, who finished in 2nd, 3rd, and 5th, respectively. The girls' JV team was led by Zoe Buhner's first place finish, and teammates Ace Irwin, Olivia Blanchard, and Esme Kimber's 2nd, 3rd, and 5th place finishes. Congratulations. And now, please join me in welcoming Mrs. McKenzie, Mrs. Drew, and Mr. Arain to talk about the Clear River Review.
Good morning, everyone. We're here to talk to you about a very special annual opportunity here at the Academy to have your work published. This is the 15th annual year that we will be publishing the Clear River Review. So this is last year's edition, and we will be accepting submissions for review, and they are due on January 31st. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to get your work published. So we are accepting prose, so that includes both fiction and nonfiction pieces, so think your best college essays. Those have a 2,500 word limit. For poetry, we accept poems up to 40 lines. So yes, that includes sestinas if you wrote one in creative writing class. And for visual arts, we now accept submissions in color and print them in color. So we're very excited about this. So please send us your photographs, high resolution photographs of your paintings, maybe your fashion design renderings. So we even take photographs of mixed media, so collage or sculpture. So please send your work in. We take up to 2 submissions per genre, okay? So there are 4 genres, so you could submit up to 8 things.
So the Kowal Center for Global Understanding is happy to support this publication and the students that are interested in submitting to it. So every year, the Kowal Center awards prizes for both written works and photography. So this should be writings or photography that capture either the essence of a place, whether here or abroad, or the essence of people, or the essence of a culture. And again, whether that be local culture that you have special insights, whether visually or intellectually into, or perhaps you've visited someplace abroad. Maybe you've simply read about a place overseas or some other culture, even within our own country, or subcultures in our own community. So we're interested in encouraging young people to think deeply about place and people and how we live. And obviously that can be done both visually and in writing. So there are 2 prizes for each one. For those who get first prize for the writing or photography submissions, they get $75, and then there's a $25 prize for second place. But the real privilege, because these aren't big bucks, right? The real privilege, though, is just having your works published in such a beautiful magazine.
A couple of years ago, the English department also added a prize. I cannot remember what their cash prize is. It also could just be Mr. Jolliffe shouting congratulations in your face, which is just as well. I'm just kidding, I know. Cash prize. So that's in fiction and in poetry, so you can also submit with that in mind. So submitting, we will have kind of flyers around campus with rip strips that have that information. You can go, if you have a good memory and you're actually paying attention to me right now. Yeah? Okay. It's bit.ly/Clear River. That takes you straight to the submission form, and those submissions are due at 8 a.m. on Monday morning, January 30th. So just a reminder, 2 pieces per genre, 2 visual, 2 fiction, 2 poetry. Use that submission form. Please don't hide them somewhere in Colby. I don't want to go on a scavenger hunt. Monday, January 30th at 8 a.m. is your deadline. Please submit writing in a Word doc format or a Google Doc format. We do need to be able to edit for publication purposes. This must be your original work. Please don't include quoted material or derivative work that you may have done in class. And make sure that those Those images of your artwork are high resolution. Please don't hesitate, though, to submit if you're not sure how to get that in high resolution. We will take it to the editorial board in its form and then come back to you and say, hey, we got to rescan that. So please don't let that slow you down from submitting. We want to see your submissions. This is what the submission form looks like. You need to submit a form for each piece. So just a reminder, these are our faces. Find Mrs. McKenzie in Ranger 110. I'm in Colby 205. Please email us or come talk to us with any questions. We would love to see your submissions. Thank you.
It's a wonderful opportunity. Thank you. Now, please join me in welcoming Mr. LaCroix to talk to us about clubs and activities. Mr. LaCroix.
Good morning. The second semester is underway, and so is the planning of fun after-school activities. For those of you who don't know, I'm Mr. LaCroix, and my role is the Student Life Program Coordinator, or better described by Ms. Hanson as the fun guy. Today, for some fun, I need some help. I need one representative from the following advisories to please come to the stage: Mr. Eaton, Mrs. Lemieux, Mrs. Kendall, Mr. Baker, Mrs. Angel, and Mr. O'Brien. Please come to the stage. Come more time.
Come on, guys. What grade? You're a senior? Missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing one.
Coming? Hurry, hurry.
All right, so as our last contestant is getting up here, we are going to play a quick game of Thumb War. All right, so they have their matchups assigned. Cheer on for your fellow classes, and let's get some Thumb Wars. We're going best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3, all right? Here we go.
We do the 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare Thumb War. Exactly. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare Thumb War. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep each other straight.
For our championship, we have Liam and Walker. Here we go. Great job, Walker. Great job, Liam. Walker, you can stop by my office in Colby for your prize. Congratulations. All right, so we can all agree that that was pretty fun, right? Show of hands, how many of you participated in a club in the first semester? All right, quite a few hands. Now keep your hands raised if you had fun during that club. All right, awesome. Thank you, thank you. You can put your hands down. All of these experiences are fun here. For those of you who didn't raise your hand, my challenge to you, especially you seniors, is to find something to do here after school that is fun. 10 years from now, you may not remember the exact vocab words Mrs. Morris was teaching you, or why Mrs. Minier insisted on telling me that y equals mx plus b, but you will remember all the fun you had during Winter Carnival, or that you are a member of the largest club on campus. And speaking of which, let's give a round of applause to everybody in Dungeons & Dragons for being the largest club on campus. In closing, make sure you are paying attention in chapel because there will be announcements for upcoming fun activities that we are planning. And who knows, maybe a few more contests with a couple winners. If you want to start a club or want a certain activity to take place, please stop by the Student Life office in Colby Hall and check out our redesigned space. I've also heard that Miss Hanson has candy. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mr. LaCroix. So since this is January, as we wrap up today, we know that weather events happen and can quickly impact travel. So in the event of snow or other situations when there may be days that we delay our opening or close school, I want to remind you that we would let you know via email, text, or local news. If you don't receive text alerts about delays and closings and would like to, please see Mrs. Lejean or Ms. Hegarty to give them your cell phone number, and you can sign up for that. With snow in the forecast a few times over the coming days, please do drive carefully and make sure you take it slow and use caution. So be mindful of that. With that, I wish you a really lovely day, faculty.